Door's unlocked. Somebody must have had keys. Nothing's broken. Someone was very familiar with this place. Footprints. One set of shoes. Thief worked alone. The rest of the supplies are untouched. They knew exactly what they were looking for. Flower trail on the ground. Bags dragged this way.
I wonder what happened to Japan. They were the first to go dark in 23. Probably all dead, like the rest of them.
Trail ends here.
We should be getting ready for winter.
Who had the keys to the shed?
Me and my husband.
Nobody else? You sure? There's no sign of forced entry, Anna. Whoever took the flower had the keys. Or made copies.
So you do think it was me?
It's not out of the question.
I thought at least you would believe me. What next? How do I return something I haven't taken? You can't draw blood from a stone.
Calm down and think. Who else would do this? And why? Help me help you. Unless Teresa's right after all.
Hard to tell. Someone from the bazaar, perhaps? There's Dodger. That guy's capable of anything. And then there's Benny, Teresa's son. And that's all I can come up with.
Can you tell me where you were the night the flower was stolen?
At home with my husband. There's not much more to say.
And not much more, or nothing?
Nothing. I was home with my husband. End of story.
What about Teresa's son? Why would he do this?
Normally, I wouldn't suspect him. Nice kid. I've known him all his life. He's like a son to me. But lately, he's been quiet, like he's got something to hide. And maybe he does. But no, Benny wouldn't have done this. It would break Teresa's heart, and he knows it. And even if he had taken the flower, why?
That seems to be the central question for everyone involved. Where can I find Benny?
Not sure. He's been making himself pretty scarce. That said, I'm sure Teresa's got him guarding their storehouses. Make sure what meager goods they have left are safe.
I'll look for him.
Since you helped my husband, I'll share a secret with you. The storehouses are full of traps. So be careful. My shed has nothing of the sort, which is probably why it was so easy to steal from. And as for Benny, Teresa keeps close tabs on her son. Ask her.
Who's this Dodger you mentioned?
He's a snake, that's why. One of the shadiest characters in the bazaar. Come to think of it, he took an interest in Teresa's grain harvest recently. Asked a lot of questions. Never paid any mind before.
I should talk to him.
You'll find him at the bazaar, but watch your back. He doesn't give a rat's ass about people. Just money. Accusations are devastating enough around here. I'm ruined.
And not if we find the flower and prove it was someone else.
Perhaps. But in my experience, the damage has been done.
Maybe, maybe not. Let's see what I can find out.
At least you believe me. Thank you for that.
Goddamn PKs. Walking away in Central
upon a time, people only had bows, arrows,
What happened?
spears to have at least one buffalo.
Great soon. The crops need water.
Good seeing you.
You were supposed to be discreet, not go shouting in the middle of the bazaar.
They surprised me. How was I supposed to know they had cheer?
Wait. Aiden, you have died. Then why did you have to tell me to sleep? You too. What weapon you got there, Aiden?
Find something
You were
you like.
supposed to be discreet, not go shouting in the middle. The bazaar.
They surprised me. How
Aiden, warms my heart to see a treasured friend.
You getting sentimental on me?
I have a mission for you. You have to defeat an army of virals and then jump into fire.
Jump? From how high?
What?
I'm jumping into fire, aren't I?
You got me! I'll be damned. And here I was thinking you were a stiff pilgrim. What do you need?
Teresa's flower was stolen, and I want to find out who did it.
Teresa's flower was... What the fuck? Okay, you've got my attention.
You know where Benny might be?
Do I look like his mother? Believe me, he's on top of my where are they now list. He went down in flames in our last card game. He almost literally bet the farm. And lost. So if you're looking for that flower, it's not Teresa's or Benny's no more. It's mine. The kid owed it to me. And if it's missing, it was stolen from me.
Aha. So Benny's in your debt.
Big time. Up to his ears, you might say. In flour.
You think he stole it?
Could be. He's a dumb kid who might think that will stop me from trying to collect.
I need to find him then.
Ask Mother Teresa. She's usually got the boy on a short leash. Except for poker nights, clearly.
What do you know about a woman named Anna?
What, the one who works for Teresa? Not all that much. Her husband sometimes sits in on our card games. He never said boo about her. Not even a few pints in. That says something right there. So now you know I have the most skin in this game. If that flower isn't found, I am the big loser. So maybe check out Teresa's storehouses. Seems like just the place a dumb kid like Benny would think he could hide. And if you do get your hands on the flower, just kindly bring it straight to me. I'll pay you handsomely for the service, of course. But it will save everyone a lot of grief, and... hey, I get my flower. We can put this behind us.
I wonder what the hell is going on in the central loop since PK's restricted access. Some say the renegade.
Moved himself to the water tower. Safe? I wouldn't be so sure. He wouldn't leave for the PK. Might even be a PK himself. If killed, he wouldn't have given up the water. Don't change the fact
How's that? How did that woman do
anyone else hear that? The error of the
You hear that? I can't wait. It smells delicious. Grandma used to add a few chamomile petals. Let's try. I'm sure it's yummy. I remember the time when I was cooking with my grandma.
You sure?
Pretty empty as warehouses go. Oof, this floor doesn't look safe. Maybe there's another way.
Hey, what the fuck are you doing here? Is that you, Pilgrim? You shouldn't be here, mate. How'd you get in?
And Benny, right? We need to talk.
I don't like this. Dodger sent you, did he? Tell him I'm pulling together what I owe him. I just haven't got it yet.
Hold up, Benny. So you're saying you're in debt to Dodger?
Dodger hasn't sent you.
No. How much do you owe him? Only you had a reason to steal the flower.
You bastard. Do you think that just because you turn on the water, you got free run of the place?
Tell me I'm wrong.
I ain't telling you nothing. Fuck off.
Benny!
Good seeing you.
Hey, little one. How are you?
I'm not little.
But hey, wait. We've met before. I'm Aiden. What's your name again?
Maya.
What are you doing here, Maya?
Looking for bandits. Gonna beat the crap out of them. But I'm hiding from the infected right now.
Ah, so what did these bandits do to you?
They stole lots of stuff. But the most important thing was... Oh, they're here!
There she is. You're done following us around, you little shit.
Told ya.
You're dead, kid.
Don't worry. How about I beat him up? Hide. This won't take long.
Eat this, motherfucker. Let's take him.
Sometimes if I stay out too long...
Thanks! That was amazing! And gross, too.
And they're the ones who stole your stuff?
No, there were more of them before. The rest probably haven't.
What's this most important thing they took?
My music box.
That does sound important.
You need to find it, and... I'll let you keep it if you do. You did save my life. The bandits went into that building, overlooking a construction site on William the Ninth Road. You gotta get it from them. If you won't, then I will.
Whoa, little... I mean, my lady... Don't worry, I'll handle him.
If you can't find them, just stop and listen. The music box plays a melody like this.
I'll keep that in mind.
But they won't be there during the day. Go at night. They always go back to that building at night.
Why don't I take you home? Where do you live?
I'll go to the bazaar. By myself. I'm not a baby. If you don't want to keep the music box, you could sell it there. It's worth a lot.
Aiden, you've been around a while. You're practically one of us now. Always knew it.
Direct from supply.
Where are you, Benny? Gotcha. Fresh tracks.
Look, mate, I haven't done anything. God is my witness. Let me go, please.
First, answer a few questions. But I want the truth. Did you steal the flower?
No, I don't even know where it is.
So why did you attack me?
Thought you might have been one of Dodger's boys, come to collect.
I see. You're in deep with Dodger and used your mother's bountiful harvest for collateral.
I was hot that night, mate, and the pot was big enough we could have bought the Jansen's fields. With the water back on and all, Mum and me would have been sitting pretty for the rest of our days. But then things got ugly and ain't no other way to tell it. I lost.
So did Dodger take the flower? To settle up?
Doubt it. Could have just made me bring it to him. And I would have. He's too lazy to do anything himself. But you know, mate, don't tell him I said that.
What's the meaning of this?
Stealing the flower was your job, Teresa.
So you pilgrims really are crazy.
He's off his nut, Mum.
You shut your trap and listen, young man. I've had enough of you as well.
Benny wouldn't have pulled this off on his own. He's not exactly the brightest chap. No offense, ma'am.
None taken. Lump of coal for brains, that one.
Mum?
Very well. I did it. But I really had no choice, Aiden. We worked for months on that crop. Worked our fingers to the bone. It yielded enough to last for months. There'd be bread, enough to feed the whole bazaar. But you know what Dodger would do if he got it? Sell it back to us for triple the price. We'd end up paying for our own flour. A cruel joke. All because of a stupid card game. We'd be ruined. I couldn't allow that. I wouldn't.
So, where is the flower?
Under the water tower. You must understand, it can't go to Dodger.
And why not? He won it fair and square.
Dodger? Fair and square? Hardly. He's a cheat. Everyone knows it. We just can't prove it. Okay, say you're right. Is there a middle ground? Can we give him something else instead?
Someone like Dodger doesn't seem all that flexible.
He's got to be, mate. Talk to him, please. Ask him for more time. Anything. We're begging you.
Let me think about that.
You are our only hope.
Don't get melodramatic, Benny. The pilgrim knows what he's doing.
My grandfather used to work as a miner in the quarries south of the old town.
I told you it'd be a waste of time.
Caused by the wind.
Nobody knows us here. Did you forget what happened last time?
You don't need to call it.
They'll hear you.
What for? After all, it's not like anyone will give up.
Will run. Worried about me. There's nothing to be done about Bill. Find something you like in the bazaar? Aiden, you've been around a while. You're practically one of us now. Asking for fun. Do you have a particular reason you couldn't?
Okay, let's make things lively. 100 more.
No frickin' way. Unless you're willing to cut the time by 10 seconds.
Deal.
Living dangerously. It was already an impossible task.
Well, we'll see about that. Aiden, you find my flower yet?
Yeah, that's what I'm here about. Teresa and Benny are in dire straits. Can you forgive their debt, or at least give them more time?
Fuck that. How many times do I have to say I'm not running a charity? I didn't force Benny to play cards. You know, a man can't pay his debts well. He's not a man, is he?
Stupid is as stupid does. Maybe when they got nothing left but the skivvies on their butts, they'll have learned a valuable lesson.
You know what, Aiden? Actually, yeah, I think I got something to help everyone. Honestly, yeah, who cares about flour? What, am I going to be a baker all of a sudden? I don't think so. But I do want what I'm owed. And me and Urban, we've got this bet.
Wait, whoa. No fair, not him. He runs on walls.
Of course it's fair. There's no rule against having him get them. You pull this off, Aiden, and what Urban will have to pay me will more than cover my losses on the flour. And there'll be extra I can throw your way.
Wait, what exactly are you talking about here?
You see, on top of the church, there's this, well, let's just call it a flag. You can't see it from the ground, but this flag, well, it's not a flag. Yeah, you'll know when you see it. Urban and I made a bet that I could find someone who could nab it for us. I've been raising the stakes for years, and Urban's called me every time. But with the amount on the line now, you know it would be a sin not to give it a try.
I'm in no hurry. Rather you just keep raising the stakes till it gets real juicy.
What's that? Fear suddenly got you all puckered.
Nah, I'm just looking out for you. It'll ruin you if you lose now, being out the flour and all.
Well, I'm game if Aiden is. The time limit's pretty fucking brutal, but, you know, I've got faith in Aiden here. So, you in?
Let's do this.
Well, then let's just get to it, shall we? 3, 2, 1, go. Andale, Aiden. Make me proud.
Not giving up the water to the PKs.
Because it belongs to us.
To the butcher goat. I know the way. Done to anyone. Just you gotta stop by the cave.
And so, I took his kids in. Did you know the little girl is only 6 years old?
King, I've never seen someone botch a job so badly in my life. I thought I could trust them. You couldn't have screwed it up more than you did.
Damn it. Thought for sure you'd win this bet for me, Aiden.
If Aiden can't do it, it can't be done.
Don't be so sure. I'll get another chance. You'll see.
Keep dreaming. I ain't holding my breath.
My flower, Aiden. How are we going to settle that bill?
How about I pay you?
You'd do that for them? That flower was worth a lot of money. I tell you what, see what kind of loot you can scrounge up and we'll see. Maybe it will be enough to make me cancel the debt.
Sometimes I venture out at street level, just to look at the shops and signs from before the fall. Don't know why, but they...
And? You still mean to pay Teresa and Benny's debt? You have the goods?
Yeah, sure.
Excellent. Case closed.
You'll leave them alone now, yeah?
Mother Teresa who?
How dare they close the passage to the center? We are free people.
Watch yourself, you hear?
Did they rough you up? A little. The worst thing was they took all the equipment.
Can you hear yourself at all?
Then why didn't you do it yourself?
Because I asked you to.
What am I gonna tell my mother now?
Once upon a time, people only had bows, arrows, and spears.
I never believed in guys.
Any luck with Dodger?
Yeah, he won't be hassling you about your flower anymore.
Mate, how'd you do it?
Simple. I paid him.
But now we're in your debt. We'll never be able to repay you.
Then pay it forward. Start by apologizing to Anna.
Yes, yes, of course. Oh, God, what have I done? I'll go right away. Maybe it's not too late to repair things.
I've been such a prat. This is all my fault.
Just try to keep your nose clean from now on. For your mother's sake, if not your own.
That was close.
How dare they close the passage to the center? We are free people.
Did you see that? Elvira stripped naked and stepped under the faucet.
Oh no.
The butcher's men are high on some kind of weird drug. Aiden, you've been around a while. You're practically one of us.